This video is brought to you in part by the CCF Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes, check us out on SoundCloud, and follow us on Twitter at CalCFi. Now back to this week's episode of The Real Fantasy Show. What's going on? It's not my league. Welcome back to another year of the Real Fantasy Football Show. You know, the people spoke, and we're just giving the people what they want, so we're back. Our contract was renewed for this whole season, 2019 season. The guarantee was Mark's Chili, and that was given to us. So, thank you for that. No power rankings for week one. There's no power rankings to give out yet. But this year we will try to be implementing some new segments as the season goes on. So those will be coming in the next few weeks. We're really excited to be back. We're glad the fans wanted us back. But without further ado, let's get into the week one matchups. All right, match number one. Me, the Shelby Brothers Limited versus Paul's Big Time Tommy. It is projected to be 121 me, 123.2 Paul. So, the ESPN's got him winning. We all know projections are BS. I have me winning this. It is the two founders of the show going at it. We're going to be facing off again in week 10 or so. It's going to be tough having us go against each other twice, but, maybe he'll get the next one. This one's for me. Next, we got Death Taxes G Picks Gronk Slice versus Mark Straight Cash Money Homie. This is the fantasy guru Slice versus the newbie to the league, Mark. Mark must have some experience in fantasy football. I'm sure he does. I'm not sure his background or his resume. But I think beginner's luck kicks in here. Mark takes this one. He's also projected to win by a little bit. Or he was. No, that switched up. But I'll take Mark in this one. Next, we got Spoots. Finished the McGillicuddy still. Will he change that name? We'll see. Versus Craig Corn Julio. I'm sure he'll change that name. He's pretty usually on top of those type of things. We got Craig projected 130 to a 125.4 from Spoots after Chicago's D already has 9 points. Spoots leaving the draft early. I think that's going to bite him in the ass. This one, Craig takes match week one. Next, we got Beef versus G. This is a heated rivalry in the past. We all know the G versus Beef rivalry is big. It's up there with Paul versus Craig. This is projected to be a 128.2 for B to 125.1 for G. G won't have Antonio Brown this week, but G just had a mini heart attack when AB signed for the Patriots today. So I think he'll take the loss in week one, but in the future, you got to watch out for G. I think he's one of the favorites to win this year, without a doubt. And last, we have Steve versus Joe. Kelly's Mott Sticks. I think he's going to stick with that name. Versus Ric Flair's Nature Boys. This one's projected to be 118.7 now that Devontae Adams slipped up a little bit against a tough Bears defense. And 129.7 after Allen Robinson had a very good game in favor of Joe for that one. But I'm going to have Steve taking this. I think, that was picked before Devontae Adams had a tough game. But that could easily change in a little bit, so I'm going to take Steve.
Welcome back to another year of the Fantasy Show. This is Paul's Marquee 3, where I pick 3 games out of all of the games played this week, but I pick every game. So let's get right into it. We have myself, Big Time Tommy, versus the Shelby Brothers Limited. Objectively, aside from my team's name, Michelangelo has the best team name in the game. I think Michelangelo's going to win this one. Both projections are around close, but my team's so bad, I really don't see us winning a game this season. Michelangelo picks up the W and continues onward to get the championship back, and starts off on the right foot. Next up, we got Death Taxes and G Picks Gronk. Unfortunate name this year. Justin versus Mark, probably the most random game of the year. Neither of these teams hate each other. Kind of pretty nice game in general. We have Drew Brees facing off against Deshaun Watson. I think Mark comes in against the fantasy guru and picks up an L. Slicey boy. I always think you're going to win these games, so I hope you actually one of these days finally make me look good. We have Finish the McGillicuddies, a classic name, kind of like the Packers, an American name. Just everyone associates it with fantasy football. Finish the McGillicuddies. Nick Garofalo's versus Craig Palizzi, Corn Julio. Great name for Craig. I base most of my week 1 predictions off names. Finish the McGillicuddies. It's a 50-50 win probability right now. Bears D didn't do well for Spoots early on, but Armpit Nick is going to win this one. Craig started off slow last season. I see Craig started off slow again, but you always got to watch out Craig late in the year. This waiver wire game is playing checkers when we're playing chess. It's not how it goes, but I said it anyway. No Gronk for G. G kind of self-deprecation on the name versus BP Boy, Brian Bylock. Looks like BP Boy's projected to win. Another close projections going on. Terry Cohen with an honest game for G, 12 points. Antonio Brown later on and AJ Green gonna look good for for Mike, but I think Beef takes this one, starts the season off great, and people are saying it's Beef's year. I'm not saying it. People are saying it. It's what all the people are writing about. It's what all the analysts are predicting. Is it's Beef's year. Let's see if he goes with it. And then finally, Steve versus Joe. Seems highly likely that Joe will win this one. And I think I agree. The third member of the fantasy show here gets a bye week 1. Slacking? I think so. And Joe picks the W up. With that said, there's Paul's My Key 3. But we do everything. And next week, I'll be doing somewhere a bit different. Stay tuned. Bye.